welcome back. So I thought I would go ahead and do a reading vlog this week because I have a lot going on and I thought it would be fun to take you along with me. Right now I'm about to head to a signing for The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzi Lee. This is the follow-up to The Gentleman's Guide for Vice and Virtue, which came out last year, and I really loved it, so I'm super excited about it. Plus it's a really pretty book. So I am headed to this signing at Books of Wonder in New York City. I'm going to take you guys along with me, and then I'm going to vlog this week. I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm reading some great books. I've got New York City Comic Con coming up. I'm going to a pre-screening of The Hate U Give. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, that was the #1 question.
There were
Monty and Percy in this book.
Exactly, and I was waiting too. I was like, okay, well, when are they going to pop in?
Yeah, they have to be in there. I really loved Monty, and Monty and I have a lot in common, and there were a lot of things specifically about his journey and his life that I sort of was pulling from my own emotional minds. And so with Felicity, I ended up sort of tapping into a different side of myself, and a lot of that was frustration with how women are treated. Like, it's very obvious in the book. Like, it's not a subtle critique of how women are treated both in history and in the world today. But a lot of it came from being frustrated with feeling like I will never be considered a whole person by this world because I am a woman. One of my concerns going into this book was part of the reason people really responded to Felicity in the first book is that she is the unflappable member of that trio. So everything that goes wrong while Monty and Percy are screaming, she's like putting out the fires. And she just like is with it and has it together, and there's ambitious. Yeah, and she's ambitious and she's smart and she's thoughtful in ways that they are not. And there's like one scene in Gentleman's Guide where her and Monty have a conversation about sexuality, and she sort of is like, I don't understand this. Like, I don't understand you, but that's like, we're just gonna move on.
I hear that word a lot. People are like, oh, you're so intimidating. And I'm like, why? Why am I intimidating?
You speak your mind.
Right, I'm a feisty.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I am back from the signing. It was great. She was chatting with Danielle Clayton and I had a great time. Sorry I didn't get a whole lot of footage. I was kind of in the back, so it's hard to see, but I tried to do a little bit. I have my book signed, and then I also picked up signed copies for Elana over at Lana's Library and Amanda over at the Naughty Librarian, because both of them said they wanted copies. So I will be sending those off tomorrow. So that was super fun. Also, I thought I would share. I was really excited. I went by my local bookstore, The Strand, and they happened to have, for 50 cents, guys, one of these like special paperback house editions of Red Rising. I have one of these, but it's not this one. I can't remember which house sigil this is, but I have House Minerva, and I don't know, I'll have to look up which one, but I'm really excited. There's 4 different ones, and they're kind of hard to come by, so I was really excited I found it for 50 cents, so yes. Okay, so reading update, I actually just finished an audiobook. And I loved it. It was so good. I've heard some people talking about it, and I think I mixed it up with another book by this author, so I was wrong about what the plot was gonna be, but it was really, really good. So I listened to, I guess, on audio, Beautiful Creatures by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, and guys, so good. So today is Sunday. It's the last day of September, and it's probably gonna be my last book of the month. I am in the middle of a couple things, but I really loved it. So I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up, but it definitely gave me kind of gothic romance vibes and Victorian romance vibes, except with some magical realism and a like Latinx set of characters. Yeah, really loved it. It was so good. Yeah, so anyway, I'll talk more about that in my wrap up, but definitely go check that one out. I for sure want to read more by this author. I think her writing is just beautiful. And then I am also currently reading Beneath the Citadel by Destiny Soria. I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight. I'm like 150 pages into it, and so far I'm really liking it. It's a YA fantasy and it's fun, so yeah, that's what I'm reading. But October starts tomorrow, and so does the Books in the Freezer Readathon. So I'll vlog a little bit of that, and like I said earlier, I just kind of have a lot going on this week, so I thought I would include you. So that is my wrap up for today. It is Sunday, September 30th. I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, so it is day 1 of the Books in the Freezer Readathon. I am still reading Beneath the Citadel, and I don't know, I like it. It's fine. I'm not loving it as much as I was hoping to. I'm a little more than halfway done with that, so it would be great if I could finish that today. We'll see how that goes. And then I also started the audiobook of World War Z, which is going really fast. I didn't realize how short it is, but it's really cool. I'm liking it. And the audiobook is particularly cool because it's done with a full cast. And it feels real. It feels like this could be something that actually happened in history. And I've heard that it's very different from the movie, so I think we may watch the movie sometime in the next couple weeks, and maybe I'll do a book versus movie for World War Z if anyone's interested. I think that might be interesting to chat about. But yeah, so I'm reading that on audio. I am reading Beneath the Citadel, which comes out, I want to say like today or tomorrow. And it's pretty good. I just like, I don't know. We'll see. I gotta think about it. It's not bad. Right now if I were to rate it right now, I would probably give it 3.5 stars. So it's not a bad book. It's fine. I just was hoping it would do something more. Good morning. It's like vlogception, guys. I was like doing an Instagram update, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, you really should, because I basically do mini vlogs there and reading updates a lot. So that's always linked below. But anyway, I thought I would say good morning. I just finished doing my makeup. I am filming today, and tonight I get to go to an early screening of The Hate U Give, which I'm super excited about. Thank you so much to Lily at NYCC Fangirl for inviting me. I'll link her down below too. So she's amazing, and I'm very excited to get to go to that event. I had a really great first day of the month. I finished 2 books. I finished Beneath the Citadel, which, guys, okay, maybe go read my review of it. I feel sort of bad. This one, I ended up giving 3.5 stars. There we go, that's better. So I gave that one 3.5 stars, and I kind of feel bad because I feel like a lot of people have really been loving it a lot. I thought it had a lot of potential, and it wasn't a bad book. Like, it was fine. 3.5 stars is not a bad rating, but there were a few things that just really annoyed me about it. So yeah, I put it in my review. So I kind of feel bad. So, okay, so it is a YA fantasy novel, and the world is interesting and the plot was decent. So the concept is it's set in this world where everything is run by prophecies, and there's a council that sort of takes advantage of these prophecies for their own benefit. And then there was this big rebellion that was crushed, but now this group of teenagers whose parents were either in the rebellion or adjacent to the rebellion are now doing things to try to stop the council, because teenagers do dumb stuff sometimes. No, I mean like, their goals are good. It's just like, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But they end up getting embroiled in political intrigue and dark secrets and all this stuff. So the world is interesting. The thing that there's been a lot of buzz about with this book is that there's a lot of LGBTQ representation, which there is, which is great. The thing is, I think sometimes we get really excited about there being representation and don't talk a whole lot about like whether it's done super well. And I didn't necessarily love it in this book. It wasn't done offensively. It just didn't flow very well with the story most of the time, if that makes sense. It felt like it was kind of pushed in on top of the rest of the story in a way that often felt very awkward and not super natural, which I don't love. I've read fantasy books where there are LGBT romances that are done really well, like Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh, for example, has a bisexual main character and has a lesbian romance in it. So yeah, like there are people who can do it really well where it feels natural to the characters and natural to the story. This one, I just like, I mean, in theory, I think it's great that there's representation. There's a plus size asexual character, there is a boy who is bisexual and a boy who is gay, and there's like a love triangle. Anyway, there's a lot of things, which in theory sounds great, but in practice, I just like wasn't really into most of the scenes, and often they felt awkward, and I'm like, wait, they're like in life-threatening conditions. Why are we like suddenly having this aside and talking about their sexuality? I don't know. It just, yeah, didn't work that well for me. The other thing about it, and tell me if this kind of thing bothers you guys, I am a really big fantasy reader, and I love fantasy because I think it lets you dive into this other world. I don't love it when authors do something that really is jarring and pulls you out of that world. It's one thing if it's urban fantasy and set in our modern kind of world, but with magic, that's fine. This is not what this is. It's a completely different world. And the thing is when she's talking about these characters, she uses very modern terms. So like in the book, it'd be like, he knew that he was bisexual. She was asexual. And I'm like, okay, well, like, why though? Why can't we just like explain what those words mean? Like, he liked girls and boys. She wasn't interested in sex and romance. I mean, like, anyway, I don't know. That bothered me. Like, maybe that's a me thing, but I found it to be irritating, and it kind of like pulled me out of the world. And I wish that she had described what those terms mean instead of using modern terms. It just, yeah, so I don't know me. Anyway, all that to say, there were things that like kind of bugged me about it. I also thought there were too many point of views. There are 5 of them, and I think it really could have been told with fewer points of view. And I don't mind points of view when they're done well, but like, I don't know. I think you sacrifice some depth for how many points of view there are. And I just didn't care all that much about a lot of the things, which was really unfortunate because I had such high hopes for this book. The cover is gorgeous, but alas. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Beneath the Citadel. Let me know what you guys thought. I guess I'm all for having better representation, but I want to see it done well. Not like, yeah, anyway, that's the thing. Also, I finished listening to World War Z. It's super short, did not take me long. It's only 5.5 hours, and I listened to it on 1.75 speed, so I got through it really fast, and it's great. Highly recommend the audiobook of it. It wasn't what I had expected, and I see why not everybody loves it. There's my child. Okay, we'll see if I can finish this update real quick before I go get him. So I think the rest of the title is apt, an oral history of the zombie war. It's basically set up as a series of interviews with key players 12 years after the end of this global zombie war. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'll talk more about it later. Let me go get my kid.
Finally.
Hey, Josiah. Are you watching Daniel Tiger? Yeah? Okay.
No glue. Oh, will you please be my helper?
Daniel
and go find
Tiger.
the glue? I think I left it in the kitchen.
Yes. My almost 2-year-old does watch Daniel Tiger in the morning, so I have time to get dressed, but then he gets tired of it, so he's ready to stop. Are we all done? What do you want to watch now? Mom life, guys. Mom life. What? Okay, is it going to be you want to watch this? Tumbleweed? You want to watch this one? No? No. How about this? Yes? Okay, nursery rhymes, joy. All right, maybe I can do my update now. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying about World War Z? Where is he? Turn the volume down. Okay, so anyway, World War Z is not really what I thought it was gonna be. I really liked it. I can see why not everybody does, because it feels, guys, it feels super real. It feels like did this actually happen? You know, like maybe there was actually a zombie war. Anyway, it's really interesting. It's very, I think, realistically portrayed. I really liked it. Some people will probably find it to be tedious or boring because it's not this like action-packed zombie novel that I think people expect. I think it's very different from the movie, but I found it really interesting. I think if you like kind of the intellectual games of thinking about what might happen in this kind of epidemic global crisis, you're gonna like it. I have a history of studying international politics. I thought he did a great job of nailing what people would actually do, so I really like that. The audiobook is fantastic. It is a full cast of characters, and so there are different actors playing the different people being interviewed, and it's a great audiobook. It's really quick, so if it sounds at all interesting to you, I do recommend it, but go in knowing what you're getting into. This is not going to be like a horror zombie crazy novel. This is like, wow, what if this like really happened? So anyway, okay, I will stop there. I need to get dressed, get ready for filming day. I've got a babysitter coming in a bit, and I've got some exciting things happening today, so I will talk to you guys later. Okay, so I just finished filming what might be like my longest wrap-up ever. I guess I just had a lot to say about a lot of the books. And filmed a very quick TBR for Spooktober, because I am now running to go meet up with Jocelyn over at Yogi with a Book to hand off my arc of Blanca y Roja because she really wants to read it. I loved it. I'm done with it. So here we go. Hey guys, so I ran home, grabbed some dinner, and changed, and I am headed to the pre-screening of the Hate You Give movie, which is super exciting. It doesn't come out for at least a couple more weeks, so thank you so much to Lily for getting me a pass for it. I'm really looking forward to it, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me and let you guys know what I think. We're here, the movie's about to start in just a few minutes. Say hi. Hi, because she's amazing, and it's because of her that I get to be here, which is so awesome. Okay, so we just got out of the Hate You Give. So many feelings. I'm definitely gonna have to do a whole video talking about it, guys, but like, it was so many feelings. You like, you just like cry and laugh, and the acting was amazing, and it deals with so many issues so well. I'm gonna have to see it again for sure and talk about it more, but yeah. Definitely go see it. Make everyone go see it, seriously. And I hope some of the actors win awards for it. Good morning. So it is, what day is it? Thursday? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Comic-Con starts tomorrow, so that's super exciting. I will be vlogging that. I think I'll do that mostly as a separate Comic-Con vlog though, so I don't know how we're gonna handle this, but I have not read, because guys, it was just so crazy last night, but I need to go see The Hate You Give again and think about it, and I'm probably gonna do a book versus movie video just talking about it, reviewing it, because wow. It like went so many places, and it's such a fantastic job, and the acting, oh my god. Anyway, such a great movie. Definitely go out and see it. I was like very, very excited that I got to see an early screening. That was really cool. So hopefully I can get a little bit of reading done today. It's just been a busy week, but at least the first day of the month I got a good bit done, so we'll see. I'm off to do some errands, and then if the baby falls asleep, I might get a little reading done. Hanging out at the Strands, our favorite place. Meow. Okay. Spend a lot of time in the children's section. Hey guys, so it is evening. I am headed to a new parent school social event for my kids' school, so I'm like probably not gonna get that much reading done. I also need to prep for Comic-Con starting tomorrow, which is very exciting. But I did start reading Damsel. Maybe I'll put a picture here because I can't remember the name of the author, but apparently it's like a quite controversial book. I'm not so far into it yet. I'm about, I don't know, 60-something pages. So far I'm really into it. I'm not sure that I'm gonna think it's really YA, but I also think you can't take it too seriously. Like, she's making points. Anyway, I will talk more about it later once I've actually read more of it, but apparently it's been quite a controversial one. But I've also heard some people say that they really loved it, so I'm curious to see how I feel about it. I guess that's it for now. Maybe I'll update you guys a little bit later, and then I will have a separate vlog for Comic-Con, which starts tomorrow, so that's very exciting. Good morning. So today is day one of New York City Comic-Con, which I'm headed to soon. So I'm taking my youngest with me. My older kid is at school, so we'll see how this goes. I will have a separate vlog for this, so I will link it up above once it's done and up if you guys want to go and check out the vlog. But I'm super excited. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt because, you know, you gotta do something. Might do some cosplay Saturday or Sunday, but for today we're just gonna do this, and yeah, super excited. I am gonna do some Instagram updating, which isn't gonna matter for you right now, so whatever. Also, I'm almost done with Damsel. I really like it. I'm gonna have lots of thoughts on it though. Anyway, yeah, so go check out my Comic-Con vlog, and I will chat with you guys more about the general day later. Okay, so I will probably do a separate haul video for Comic-Con. But guys, like, sneak peek, there were definitely some marks. A couple of these are for friends, but that was exciting. Hey guys, so I just got home from day 1 of Comic-Con and I had a fantastic day. I am exhausted, I need to take a shower, but I had a really great day. I got to go to a panel with Patrick Rothfuss and it was great. He was so funny, and yeah, I mean, you know, Name of the Wind is like one of my all-time favorite books, so it was really exciting to get to hear him talk, and yeah, that was just very exciting. I even got to take a picture with him, not then, but I ran into him earlier, so I'll insert that somewhere here in this video, but that was really cool. What else can I tell you? I ended up with a lot of books. Who's surprised? Probably nobody. But it was really exciting. There were a couple of books that have been on my to-buy wish list for a while that I ended up getting for free, like with other things or just as giveaways, and so that was super cool. So I will probably do a whole like Comic-Con haul video, but yeah, I just had a really great day. It was super busy, back and forth, you know, dropped the kid off with my husband and then went back and grabbed a couple things, and then went to the panel and then wandered around some more. It was really fun. So tomorrow's Friday. I'm not going Friday, but I will be there Saturday and Sunday to continue this vlog. Hey guys, so I am editing the vlog that you are watching right now. I know, super weird, right? But I realized that I haven't updated you, and I probably should do that. So it is Friday night, and I'm actually kind of glad I've had a day to recover because my husband and I are going to Comic-Con tomorrow. It's like our big date day of the month, so we have a babysitter staying with the kids all day, which never happens, so that's super exciting. And then I'll be there Sunday by myself. It was a good day, just kind of like normal stuff with the kids. I thought I would talk a little bit about Damsel by Elana K. Arnold because I did finish it. I wrote my review of it today, and it's one of those books that the more I've sat on it, the higher my rating has gotten. And so at this point, I have it rated at 5 stars. And I understand that it is not going to be a book that everybody will be able to read or will want to read, but I really loved it and I love what she's doing with it. I'm not sure that it's being sold for what it is entirely. I mean, I think it kind of is, but okay. So I would say that Damsel is a book that almost verges on horror, but is dressed up like a fairy tale. And it tackles misogyny and toxic masculinity, and there is lots of sexual abuse and cruelty towards animals and misogyny. There's a lot of things, and there's a lot of explicit things in it, and you know, so if that stuff is triggering to you, maybe something to stay away from. But I think it's really powerful, and I think it really unpacks these tropes of, okay, we have the prince who slays the dragon and rescues the damsel, except what if the prince is actually a abusive creep and the damsel never really needed to be rescued in the first place? And you know, it also, I think, tackles the ways in which women are, that often the violence enacted against women is done by men that they know and think that they should be able to trust. And this is not, you know, and this is something that teen girls deal with as well. So while this is probably for mature readers, I wouldn't keep it away from them entirely because I think it's important and they're dealing with this stuff too. And I think it also gets into the way that women tend to be silenced and shamed and manipulated in those ways. And ultimately, it is a powerful book. I mean, the ending, I think, is very satisfying. But, you know, it's a very dark, angry book, and it's about the power of women's anger and the necessity of it in some situations. So anyway, I loved it. I'm all about it. I love what she's doing with it. But I can definitely see why this is one that you're probably either going to hate or love. And if the content is going to bother you, then probably stay away from it. But I'm definitely a fan. I really, really liked it. I may do a video review of it, actually, I think, because I think this is going to be a controversial book that not everyone is going to be a fan of. So I read that. I also just finished reading a little novella that a friend of mine sent me. She just published it. It's actually free on Kindle Unlimited. What is it called? The Huntress and the Nightingale by Amara Luciano. I met her at a couple of events. I don't know her super well, but we're like friends kind of through Instagram, and so she asked if I would review it, and I read it and I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars, and it's a gender bent retelling, very, very loose retelling of Snow White and the Huntress. It's dark and it's lyrical. I think it's promising. I'm curious to see what else she comes up with. And it's interesting. It's got like a female-female romance and really explores villainy, and yeah, so I liked it. So if you've got Kindle Unlimited, definitely go check it out too. So that was cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go upload this and finish editing the video that you just saw me editing. And then, I don't know if I'm gonna stop here. What should I do? Maybe I'll stop here because I've got 2 days more of Comic-Con coming, and that all is gonna go into my Comic-Con vlog, and then maybe I'll do a vlog for week 2 of Books in the Freezer Readathon. Just FYI, I am hoping to start reading Vicious soon because I'm going to a signing Monday night. So that'll probably be my next week of Books in the, because this is a really long vlog. It's like 22 minutes already. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoy the vlog. It's a longer one than I normally do and a little bit rambly, but let me know what you guys think and talk to me in the comments down below about any of these things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and question of the day, because that's a thing now. If you want to be entered into my bi-monthly giveaway, then be subscribed to me and answer the question of the day. So, question of the day. Recommend a book that feels culturally relevant right now in terms of things that are happening with women and issues of consent and sexual assault and all of that. Tell me if there are books that you would recommend. There you go, question of the day. So talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great night. Bye.